Hey everyone, it's May, and today I'm going to be talking to you about what to expect when you move into the dorms at CSULB. If you're new to my channel, I finished my second year at CSULB. I'm about to be a third year, and I lived in the dorms for 2 years, so I've experienced this twice. So yeah, someone requested this video, and I wanted to make sure I got it up before you guys actually moved in so that you could see it. So yeah, let's get into it. I lived in one of the traditional halls in Hillside. I lived in Los Cerritos, so it goes like Los Cerritos, then the parking lot, then Los Alamitos. And then there's also all the suite style buildings in Hillside and International House, and then there's all the suite style buildings in Parkside, and then there's also Beachside, which is off campus. I really don't know how Beachside's move-in day works. I mean, I imagine they're all like pretty similar, but my experience is going to be from Hillside. So you're gonna have a specific move-in day and time, so that's when you're going to aim for. Obviously you can't move in before that, and so you're gonna find a place to park. There aren't any parking fees on move-in day, so you don't have to worry about that. You're gonna find somewhere to park. It doesn't matter where, but then you just need to get over to the tents so that you can check in. I believe that there's a separate one for Hillside and a separate one for Parkside, and obviously a separate one for Beachside. And then they'll give you like all of your, like they'll probably give you like a goodie bag and like a schedule of events, and it's like your official like check-in. If you have a bike that you need to get registered, you need to do it there. I think that's pretty much it. You have to go there first, then they're going to direct you to where your dorm building is, and then you're going to go and park in that specific lot, and there's some sort of time limit. I'm pretty sure it's like 1 hour or 2 hours or something, maybe even less than that, because it's really just like get your stuff out of your car and then move your car somewhere else, because you're going to take up a spot that's super close to your dorm that other people need to use. So that's why they have like the specific move-in times for everybody. So you're gonna go and park close to your dorm. I've heard rumors from other people that there are like students that are helping people unload their cars. I never saw them. It was just me and my parents, or my friends in the dorms who were already there like came out and helped me unload the car. But yeah, if you have like a rolling cart, like a dolly or whatever, my parents and I do have one, so we brought it. That helps a lot. You can like stack boxes on it and then roll that in. And if you're on the second or third floor, there's an elevator that you can take, and then you're gonna go in and find your RA to check in with them in the lobby, and make sure that you do check in with them before going into your room. Like they should stop you like as you go in. But if for whatever reason they're not there, you don't see them, like don't start unpacking it, because they have to go through your room with you and look for any damage and mark it down, because otherwise you'll get like charged for it at the end. So just make sure that you find your RA first. And then yeah, you can just start unpacking, and hopefully you and your roommate don't have the same move-in time. I think they usually try to make it so you don't. I know my roommate was a President's Scholar, so she moved in before me, which was nice. I can't even imagine trying to move in with someone else at the same time, but it happens. So just like be courteous if you have your parents with you, like maybe you only have like one of them in there with you unpacking if your roommate's moving in at the same time. Don't like bring like a huge entourage of people that's gonna clog up the room, you know what I'm saying? So if you have like the big boxes and whatnot that you moved in with that you want to save for when you move out, at least in my dorm in the Los Cerritos hall, you have your closet, and then there's a cabinet up above that you can't reach unless you're like standing on a chair. That's where I put all of my big boxes and everything that I knew I wasn't gonna like need to get to very often, and I put like all my extra like shampoo, soap, like all my extra stuff up there. And I found that to be pretty convenient. I have my dorm tour that I made. I'll link it down below if you want to see how I set it up and everything. That was from my second year. I think it worked pretty well for me. So like in terms of like where to put stuff and all of that. In terms of like what to bring, that would pretty much be a separate video, but just make sure you're not getting duplicates. Like kind of like talk with your roommate beforehand and be like, okay, who's bringing the fan? Whose name are we renting the microwave and fridge under? Maybe someone has one already. Just things like that, so you don't end up bringing like two of like the big things, but really there shouldn't be that many things that you guys are sharing anyway. I don't think you really need to bring that many like storage things, because there's already a dresser under the bed, there's already drawers in the desk, and there's a bookshelf, so like I didn't really need to get any more like tubs or like drawers. I'm gonna need that for my apartment, but like in the dorm I don't think you really need that. And on move-in day, the dining halls are open, so like again, this is how it was for me. It might be different. It probably changes every year. They're open, and like they have like snacks and like little wrap sandwiches and stuff. So like you can go into the dining hall and like see like what the layout is. Your parents can go eat too. Like they're not swiping you in yet, so like anyone can go eat. And I honestly don't remember what they did for dinner that night. Like there may have been a barbecue. I don't know. That doesn't sound right, but maybe the dining hall was just open still. I honestly don't remember. I'm sorry guys. It's been a while, okay? And so yeah, that's basically move-in day. I think that night there's like this big meeting that they have with like all the dorms on the lawn where all the RAs introduce themselves and they go over like rules and like who to contact in what situation. And then I forget if there's like something else they do with you on move-in day. I don't really know. I think that that's usually Saturday. President Scholars Move-In Friday, that's Saturday. And then on Sunday, it changes every year, so I don't really know how like helpful this is gonna be for me to tell you guys this. But like I know we went out to the baseball field and like had an inspirational speaker come talk to us. You have to go to a drug and alcohol meeting. It's just a bunch of rules basically. They schedule you like pretty heavily for like the first few days. And I know that the first year I was there, we had like a bunch of events with International House. Like we had to do like our own kickoff stuff, but then they didn't do that the second year. You'll probably have like hall meetings. Your RA will get to do like get to know you games and stuff. And I definitely recommend just like leaving your door open on move-in day and like throughout the next week of welcome, because like you want to meet the people in your hall and you want to do it like as soon as possible. And so like don't like close yourself off. Like I know that it's gonna be like a hard adjustment period. You might like want alone time. That's totally understandable. But yeah, I would just like recommend leaving your door open, and also like go with your roommate and just like introduce yourself down the hall or something, because it's really great to get to know the people in your hall. It's just amazing, trust me. So yeah, then you're gonna have week of welcome, which is honestly, like, I know it's gonna sound dumb, like this was one of the best weeks of my life. It was just so amazing. So like they're gonna have excursions planned, and again, I don't know if they're gonna do the same thing that they did for me, because they only started this last year. They didn't have this my freshman year. But when I had week of welcome, I want to say it was Sunday that they had the excursion sign up, and I didn't think much of it. I was like, oh, like I'll just go drop by and sign up. Like no, they do not have enough space for like everyone to do like the events. Like it's very limited space, which they did not say, and there were like super long lines to sign up because they have like, it'll be discounted Disneyland tickets, discounted Magic Mountain tickets, like a hike to the Hollywood sign, things like that. And like it's super, super popular. And the only one I ended up being able to sign up for was Magic Mountain, which is the one I had most wanted to do anyway. And I got to go for $40. Like that's ticket and transportation included. Like they took us on these big tour buses. And it was absolutely amazing. I hadn't been since I was really young, and I absolutely love roller coasters. I didn't know anyone else who was going, but I just like started talking to these two other girls on the bus, and we had the best day. So I would highly, highly recommend doing beach days. Like even if you don't know anyone who's going, just go, just do it. But just make sure you get to the sign up early. Like as soon as you see them setting it up, like go sign up and just do it. Like everything's discounted. Some of them are free and you won't regret it. Like it'll help you meet new people and it'll be super fun. Then they also have, I know they had the Pike Night, which wasn't an excursion. It was like separate, where they just had shuttles that took us over there down to the aquarium, where it was like free admission, and then like you just got to hang out at the Pike, and then the shuttles would start going back at like 10 or 11 or something. And it was super amazing. Like I went with all my friends from my hall, checked out the aquarium, which I'd already been to with my marine biology lab, but I love the aquarium. It's super fun. And then we went and got like Cold Stone. There's live band was playing. If you don't know, the Pike is like this area downtown where it's like this big shopping center, food area. Basically like that week there will be like those fun excursions interspersed with like more like meetings and such. But you're still gonna have a decent amount of free time. And I remember the other thing that we did that wasn't like an excursion, it was just something that anyone could do, like Pike Night, was a paint and sip. So we painted these wisteria trees along with a Bob Ross video, and we sip an apple cider, and that was just super fun. And then I would also just, like I said, just recommend like hanging out with your roommate and your hallmates. Like you guys can make your own fun. Like a lot of my friends didn't end up going on any of the excursions because we didn't know they had limited capacity, and we just like played board games in the common room. We played this game called Settlers of Catan that Grace was obsessed with, and you saw, I probably saw a split in the vlogs, because we knew like we're not gonna have like these chunks of time anymore, like once classes start. It was just a great week to just like chill and get to know everybody. So yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything. So if you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to leave them down below. I know that move-in day and like going off to college is like a scary time, but I promise if you just put yourself out there, it's gonna be great. And your RA will be there if you need anything. Like definitely go to them if you have any problems at all, like with your roommate, or if you feel uncomfortable for any reason or anything's wrong. Like that's what they're there for. Like don't hesitate to go to them. And yeah, so I think that's it. Please give this video a thumbs up so we can help other people as well. Please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video, and I hope that you have a great first year at CSULB. And if you see me on campus, say hi. Alright, bye!